Alright, there we go. She is finished. She's dead, unfortunately. Nothing we can do about that. And again, we're going to make sure we get the one that gives us the most amount of money. And let's see if we can find for ourselves a vendor around here somewhere. Maybe up there. Doesn't look like it. Oh yeah, there is one up there. But that's actually not a big deal. So... okay, so it looks like this quest is actually not bugged anymore. They actually fixed it. That's nice. So originally this quest had you breaking the siege of Splintertree Post by riding there with Tuskeh and Kadrak. And I will spoil this, so if you don't want to... it's a very minor spoiler, it's a very minor character, but basically Tuskeh the Kodo dies, and then Kadrak goes crazy, kills a whole bunch of Night Elves, and I think even an Ancient of War, one of those big guys that we needed to be in a Shredder in to kill earlier. So he does that, and then we head into Splintertree Post for more quests. So it looks like the Windrider will take us there, although we seem to be going from here to here. You see this straight line by going like this for some reason. But, you know, the flight paths in World of Warcraft have always been a little bit odd, to say the least. But, you know, that's just fine. So here we are in Splintertree Post. As you see, there are Night Elves out there. They're throwing rocks at the defenses and things. And, oh, my goodness me, I fell. Well, that's fine. So we will head over here and start picking up some quests and the like. So we actually got our first ring. Make sure you equip it regardless of what it is, because extra stats are always good. So we'll head into here, and we will actually set our hearth here, so hopefully that will help us with a few quests. And then we'll do some selling stuff. So we will sell this stuff we don't need. Again, not selling the linen cloth and the wool cloth, because we need that stuff for selling on the auction house. And we have this blood-soaked axe. I'm not sure what that's for. And again, not selling the silk cloth either, because that's worth even more. And we will sell the rest of this stuff. And then we will head over here. So we will go and find some more quests. So let's talk to you. She has us going to the Demonfall Canyon. And unfortunately, this next handing in this quest takes us all the way into the back of this mine. So we will head through here. And this is actually a really cool mine. They don't use this model as much as they could. Alright, so we'll head down here to Durak. He's obviously to be trusted in the back of a mine with a skull staff and talking about demons. Absolutely worthy to be trusted. So we'll head over here. So we have Tainted Blood of the Kaldori, which has us going back actually to that area that we went near before. So we are going to be heading down to that general area once again once we get out of this mine. We'll make sure we pick up the flight path if we didn't earlier. I'm not entirely sure if I did. I don't think I did. So we will head down here and into Ashenvale once more. Now, don't worry too much about Sharp Talon's Claw. That's all the way over here at a different part of the quest experience. So we'll head instead this way and talk to you. And we actually have to talk to this one and we have another quest here and another quest over here. Actually, I didn't notice that one beforehand, so that's all good. We'll head over here. So these guys seem to have aggroed a Raging Ancient, which is actually a skull level boss. So we're going to want to avoid that for now. So what we're going to do is we'll head into Demonfall Ravine. Although I wonder if this guy's also heading into Demonfall Ravine. If that is the case, is he just following me? No, it looks like he's heading that way. Okay. Basically, if he was going to head that way, then I'd head the other way. If he was going to head to where he's heading now, then I would stay on my path, because I don't want to get in his way. And similarly, I'm sure he doesn't want me in his way either. Although maybe he's nice and doesn't want to get in my way as well. So that's how I believe that's how I believe the World of Warcraft works. So we will head into Felfire Hill, which is all demon, all demonic, and we will kill ourselves some demons. Now these guys are fairly spread out, so we'll go over here and we'll just hit you. We'll then hit you with a jab and finish you with a touch of death. Nice and quickly as we head this way. I'm just going to roll through here because I want to actually start aggroing these guys from range and have them head over to me. That movement speed increase from Provoke is lovely. And then we will Breath to finish you off and a Tiger Pump to finish you off. So, looks like it's going pretty well in terms of the damage we deal, especially as a tank. Once we get access to Dual Spec, we might actually go Windwalker as well, or maybe Mistweaver to try those out. Now, one important note about this quest, don't worry about these fertile dirt mounds. I don't think that's a quest we're going to be doing. You have to stand here and do this until you get the quest objective completion like that. Because otherwise, I think the Felfire just despawns and you don't get quest credit, which is unfortunate to say the least, because they're a bit spread out all over the place. So here is some Grom's blood, and I'm pretty sure that I don't actually have access to this. I think that the Warlords of Draenor stuff changed it significantly, so that's all good. So we will just aggro you, roll this way, and aggro this Felguard and this Infernal. Oh, accidentally taunted the wrong thing there. So we'll head over here and Cake Smash you, Blackout Kick you, do a Breath to hit them both. Again, watching my position for this kind of thing, and just going to finish him off with a final Cake Smash. Oh, lots of diabolical plans. So we'll hand those in once we come back. Also, one note I forgot to mention, this Detox, it removes poison and disease. So the little oozes that we were fighting earlier, it might have been a good idea to actually use that Dispel to deal with them rather than moving out of melee range, which reduces our damage. So we'll head over here. Try not to get dazed, although I don't think we can be dazed as a tank, which is nice. That's a nice little thing that I discovered, that tanks basically can't be dazed. So we'll Breath there. It's a bit awkward. They're all over the place. But that's fine. We'll finish them off with a Breath and then a Cake Smash. And getting lots of stuff in our inventory again. We might want to consider actually forking out some gold now that we have some for some bags next time we find ourselves near an auction house, because bags are pretty cheap these days. At least I think they are. And what have we got over here? It's a Draenei. What are you doing over here, Draenei? This is my town. I'm joking. I wouldn't PvP even if I could. Well, I might. It's a level 20 Draenei. Hello, level 20 Draenei. I will wave at you. And he's a shaman. Nice. I knew that. He ghost wolfed away. Alright, so we will loot this life root. Oh, here we go. Life root stem. And so this is a new mechanic that has been introduced in Warlords of Draenor. I'm just going to aggro these three and then heal myself up with Surging Mist while I wait for them to reach me. So, this is a new mechanic in Warlords of Draenor that basically allows you to use herbalism and mining on things that you might not necessarily have the skill to use, which means that you can level up herbalism pretty easily, which is definitely an advantage there. You're taking your time to die, aren't you? Oh well, we were a bit low on energy there, but that's fine. Got to think about how we use our energy. We don't want to overuse it, so we will we'll grab that, and then we need only 2 more demons, so you shall be our first. And then we'll... Oh, that just one-shot you. That's nice. And then we'll grab you. Oh, looks like this guy's also a herbalist, so he stole our Grom's blood, the little bastard. The tentacle bastard. Damn it. Oh well. So we'll just aggro him and finish him off with a grab. So you see those dirt mounds, they seem to be an alliance quest. So it looks like we're done with our quests over here. So we are going to head now over to the next area, which is got to do with I believe it's got to do with the Night Elves and their corrupted heart, or corrupting their heart, or something like that. So actually we're just going to aggro a few of these demons before we're finished here, because, you know, demons, they deserve to die and give us all of their experience. So that is what we'll do here. So we want to make sure you are just all over the place, aren't you? Silly succubus. So we'll finish off with a Cake Smash because I don't like you. Then we'll Breath of Fire to get these 2 burning. Keep an eye on our health. Use a healing potion if we have to. Looks like we don't need to because we crit with our Cake Smash, so that's just fine. So we'll throw in a heal and then start the healing process as we move out of Felfire Hill and into the next area. Okay, so we're going to be doing a bit of backtracking, and heading through Ashenvale to kill Outrunners. That you can jump over those spikes, by the way. Kill Outrunners, corrupt their forest heart, and kill ghosts. Now, those ghosts were the ones we were killing earlier, those severed Night Elf keepers. So we will look around for these Outrunners, and hopefully there should be one around here as I aggro this slime so we can do a bit of multi-pulling. So we're just going to throw these around, because these Night Elves are in stealth because they're Night Elves. One actually point of note is you might want to actually turn your sound up for this, because when they spawn in and you can see them, but they're stealth, you'll hear the sound of stealth, the little noise that stealth makes. That's not accurate at all. This is a clockwork box that we don't need. So, there's one over there, just against the tree there. Very difficult to see, but you've got to watch out for them, because we need to kill 9 of them. So we'll finish you off with a jab, and then head this way. Hopefully there's one around here. They tend to stick near the trees, funnily enough. Let's see if we can find you. Goodness gracious me, there's a calamity going on in a different room, apparently. I don't know whether you folks heard that or not. Apparently someone dropped a lot of pans. Anyway, we'll continue, and hopefully no one is injured upstairs. If they are, then, well, you know, I'm playing WoW. It doesn't matter. I'm joking. Okay, so, looks like there's no Outrunners around here, which is annoying. We need 8 more. Oh, no, there's one right in front of me. There you are, little Outrunner. I'm going to kick you in the face, little Outrunner. So, it looks like we did go around this tree earlier, I believe, so there's not going to be any here for us. And it's a bit of a shame, because it would have been nice to... I'm just throwing my kegs everywhere here to try and find night elves, like that. So we'll roll towards you and finish you off with a tiger palm. But yeah, it's a bit of a shame, because as you see, there's Sharp Talon over there again, the guy that we've killed like 3 times now. And we've killed a lot of these ghosts already as well, when we didn't have a quest for them. Because, unfortunately, the quest has us going backwards. We couldn't do one of those quests and the other at the same time. If we could have, it may have actually been worth it to gather up those quests and do them at the same time. But, unfortunately, that was not possible. So, we're just going to have to do it like this. So, we'll go over to you and use our berserking. Smash you in the face with a keg. And then keep an eye out for any more of these damned stealthers, because they are around here somewhere. I know it. I smell them. It's actually interesting because I don't actually smell them. Here we go. It's interesting because these night elves were actually part of a quest earlier, and we can actually just dispel the poison that they put on us. Ha 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 ha! I am immune to your poison. But yeah, they used to be part of a quest in vanilla World of Warcraft before they revamped it into the Cataclysm version of the leveling zones. You would talk to a troll who's like, "I smell the night elves out there, mon. They're watching us. Go and kill them all. People think I'm silly and that there are no night elves out there, but I know there are. Go and kill them all." So you do that, and then he's like, "Haha, told you so." No one still listens to me, but I told you so. And that's actually, we don't want to kill him because he's an alliance quest giver, I believe. Even though he's hostile, you see, I can't damage him, and even if I do this, my abilities don't affect him. I can cake smash right next to him, breathe fire over him. It won't work because I'm not PvP flagged, so that's all good. So we'll head this way. That moonfire was from him, right? It wasn't from some random druid trying to kill us now. This isn't a PvP server anyway. But what's really sad about that troll that I just mentioned, that he says, you know, go and kill these night elves because I smell them and no one else believes me. The night elves actually attacked and killed him in the intermission between Wrath of the Lich King and Cataclysm, and he's surrounded by dead, the dead elves that we're now hunting, which is a nice little legacy to him. He was constantly telling us to kill night elves, and in the end they killed him, which is a real shame. So we'll just kill these folks with a bit of a keg smash, and a blackout kick, and then a tiger palm. Oh, actually, looks like that blackout kick didn't work, so he died too quickly. So what we're going to do now is we're actually just going to clear this place out. This guy... Do I need to kill this guy? Let's find out. Welcome, friend. There's always room for one. Dead. No, it looks like he wasn't kind of any kind of quest for us. Actually, interestingly enough, that was probably an alliance quest. So, haha, have it, Draenei Shaman. You won't be able to kill him for the next 5 minutes. Anyway, we're just going to go through this and kill as many things as we can as we try to find this forest heart somewhere in here. But yeah, what was I saying? I've completely forgotten. We're just going to kill as many things as we can. So that's all going to be good. Making sure we are getting as much experience as we can, because it's still significant. Looks like we don't actually need to go this way. And there's no NPCs down there, so it's not really worth it. Can we line of sight around this? No, we can't. That's a shame. So at the moment, we're just going to happily kill things. We've got 16 minutes left on our Enlightenment buff. So in about 15 minutes or so, we're going to go back. Hopefully it'll be at a time that's appropriate, because when you use Zen Pilgrimage, you teleport from wherever you are. You don't have to be in a specific place. But when you use it to return... I'm just going to heal myself up again once I get the energy. There we go. When you return, you actually return to the nearest graveyard. Which, if we're in the bottom of this cave, for instance, means we'll have to fight our way all through it again. Which is just an inconvenience more than anything else. So what we're going to do here, actually, is we're going to aggro these guys and then head up here, because we are currently not in their line of sight, which means that they can't hit us with their abilities. So we will just stab you, and then we'll aggro you. He'll come around here. These guys will run up here to us, and we'll finish you off with a breath, and we'll roll over to you and finish you off, and this guy's going to come towards us. Hopefully he won't evade bug. He's aggroed everything else with him, which is fantastic, which means that we can cause some chaos. Gonna hit you, wait for our cake smash to come off cooldown, and we actually took a lot of damage there, so we've got to be a bit careful. That cyclone ability he used there actually hurt us quite a bit. So we're finished in this cave, although thankfully it is a circular cave. It doesn't have a map to it, but it is a circular cave. I've been in these places before. And there we go, we hit level 24. I actually got a new ability. We'll have a look at that in just a second. I just want to quickly say that this is a circular cave, which means that you go in the long way, go around, you kill as much things as you can, and then go, you head out the long way, which means, the short way, which means that you kill everything in the cave, just about, and you gain as much experience as you possibly can gain, which is wonderful. Wonderful, yeah. So let's look at what we got here. We got Fortifying Brew. So this is a 3-minute cooldown that turns your skin to stone, increasing your current and maximum health by 20%, and reducing the damage you take by 20%. This lasts for 15 seconds. So this is a survivability cooldown at last. So we're going to put that on Control middle mouse button, and that makes us do this. We grow a little bit. We go all stony. Health increased by 20%. Damage taken reduced by 20%, which is fantastic. So now we're going to go and find ourselves some more elves to kill, and generally be happy. We missed that herb over there, but that's fine. I'm not too concerned about that. So let's find ourselves some elves, and hopefully not aggro Sharp Talon again. No, it looks like we missed him. Alright, so by sticking close to the tree line here, finding these little places that they're probably hidden. And want to make sure we don't go out of this zone, though, because otherwise there won't be any. By sticking close to these trees, not only will we have a chance to aggro these guys, which means that we can get a bit of bonus experience, but chances of us finding an outrunner are fairly high. So there we go. So we will start killing all you folks, and we will let them debuff us because we can just dispel it with detox, making sure we're using that as much as we can. Finish you off with a jab and a tiger palm, and aggro Sharp Talon. Again, you really want to fight me, don't you? That's just fine. That's just fine. Kill you again. We probably have enough claws to hand in that quest several times, if only, you know, if only. But, you know, that's fine. So we will keep an eye out for any more of these night elves, keeping an eye out for that, or an ear out for that sound of their stealth. So that's all good. Hit you, see if there's any around here. Hello, night elves. Hello, I am come to kill you. No? No night elves? Okay, well, we'll just kill this rotting slime. With a... Oh, that touch of death wasn't necessary, but that's fine. I was under the impression that I did a little bit less damage to him than I did. So we'll head this way. Again, keeping an ear out for any night elves. And there's a herb over here as well, which is great. Oh, I hear you, so I'm just going to throw my Dizzying Haze. There you are. Wonderful. So basically, the whole goal right now is I hear them, and then I detox. I hear them, and then I use a Dizzying Haze around me until I find them. So, I hear another one. I hear you. Where are you? What's funny is that in the actual video, you probably won't hear this, because I'm probably just going crazy. At least to you. There you are, see? I told you. I knew I heard one. Sounds are very helpful in this game. I sound completely insane right now, but that's fine. Yeah, sounds are really helpful in this game for identifying things like those night elves. So make sure you play with the sound on, even if you've got music playing in the background, which of course I can't do. Sometimes I will do it. I'll have normally like a live stream of some kind up while I'm leveling, or just listening to videos and things like that, keeping myself nice and relaxed. But of course I can't do that right now because, well, I don't want to infringe copyright. You know, I don't want to be playing my favorite music. Speaking of my favorite music, you're probably not interested at all, but I'm just filling a bit of time here. My favorite music is alt rock. I am a big fan of alt rock, like people like the Black Keys and Muse and a whole other, loads of other different bands that I should listen to more. I don't often find myself listening to them as much as I'd like. I actually find myself listening a lot to the World of Warcraft soundtrack, which is why I know it so well, and why I use it for all of my videos. Because, in fact, a little bit of behind-the-scenes stuff right now, as I find this final bloody elf, I'm, Oh, there you are, you ambusher, you bastard. There we go. Killed you, detox that poison off. Alright, so now we head back. But yeah, right now I'm actually not playing with any sound other than just the base sound effects, because what I do when I enter the editing process is I'm not going to hearth, because Splintertree's right over there. I'm not going to hearth. So what I do when I enter the editing process is I'll actually get the game sound, the game music, and then superimpose it on top of the footage. And I can change it for different bits, and then I add all the little extra things like showing you the abilities as I gain them and things like that. So that's the kind of little process I go through, which actually makes this quite easy to make, which is going to be the reason why a lot of the content that I create at the moment is going to be this, because I'm, like I said, working on the Restoration Shaman guide, and then I'll work on some other guides, but at the same time, this sword is not very good. These braces, however, so we'll grab those. And more okay, more stuff there. We will grab this chest piece, which although it has intellect, also has more stamina and crit on it than anything else we have, so we'll grab that. And we'll hand in this quest over here to you. And then we'll go into here and clean our inventory. Now that we have pretty constant access to these vendors, it's important that we are constantly selling things. So we will sell all of this stuff. Okay, that's stuff we don't need. Okay, so we will head over here with a couple of rolls. Oh, jeez, you're flying. Oh, you're a priest. You're level 48. What are you doing here, Mr. 48 priest? And this guy is just, like, bugged out. He's just gliding everywhere. Look at this guy go. Oh, well. So, what else did we get? We got Never Again, which is to kill a couple more dudes in Demon Fall Ravine. Bring a hastily written note to Durak in the back of the mine here, which is what we're doing now. Speak to Commander Grimfang in the Zoram Strand, which is all the way across there. We can actually access it via Flight Path, which we get for free as part of the quest. Mission Improbable, which has us going to the Warsong Lumber Camp. And then Sharp Talon's Claw, which again is in a different place that we don't need to go to quite yet. So we will do this, and we will now gather some ore from this mine. So actually this mine has us doing something now, which unfortunately might take a while, because I believe last time I did this there wasn't much ore available. Now, I'm pretty sure this only gives us one. Oh, it gives us 3. Okay, that's better. Last time I did this, it only gave me 1 per, and unfortunately that meant that I had to wait for a few respawns. And generally, you never want to wait for respawns. As you see, that one only gave me 1 chunk, and then another 1 chunk, so that's a little bit unfortunate. We're halfway done, though, so that's good. If you ever find yourself in situations where you're waiting for respawns, be it objects or a boss or an NPC or something like that, or just enemies you have to kill, then a good idea, I want to have 2, that's good. A good idea can actually be to go and do another quest while you're waiting. You know, just find something else to do. As long as it's fairly close by, this last one's going to have 3. I had 2, okay. But yeah, one good idea is definitely to go and find other things to do to keep yourself busy while you're waiting for the respawn, because if you have 5 minutes, you can easily finish a quest if it's a fairly easy quest. Just like kill 10 dudes, you can easily do that. So now we've been transformed into an imp, and the whole place is under attack, so we've actually been phased at this point. Now, if you don't know what phasing is, it's a this new technology that Blizzard introduced in Wrath of the Lich King. Now, this, can I roll? Oh, I can roll while I'm an imp, that's awesome. So, phasing basically changes the world around you for you only. And it's really awesome, because now, as we go out here, as you see, Splintertree's under attack! All the NPCs are gone, they're hiding, and there are orcs dead, and there's fire, and oh goodness me! But this isn't happening for everyone, which means that we can be a hero of this town for ourselves, as opposed to, you know, having this event happen at random while we're doing other quests and all the NPCs dying or anything like that. So that's really cool. So what we're going to do now is we're going to climb the guard towers and use this accursed ore to direct artillery fire. Now, this is a pretty simple thing. You just throw it like that, and then it marks an area, and then this Splintertree Demolisher will eventually, will eventually set the area on fire. That was a little bit broken. Like I said, Ashenvale is surprisingly broken. And unfortunately, that means that this quest takes a while. So, are you going to fire? Nope. This area is just they're all just going to randomly die. You see that? They're all just going to randomly die. Now, this leaves a patch of fire on the ground that burns and then eventually kills anything that runs through it. So you want to aim it at clusters of enemies like down here. They're all going to be kind of running around this area. So we'll throw one down there. You're still bugged. Goodness gracious me. So we're about 1/3 way done with the elves. And unfortunately, this has a 15-second cooldown, which means it's going to take a while to do this quest. So right now, we're just kind of throwing this ore down wherever we can. And I'll speed this up because this is honestly quite boring, because this quest is not very well designed, in my opinion. The ore needs a shorter cooldown, and there needs to be more elves. But yeah, let's speed this up.